Let's take a look at the old dinosaur, Bitcoin. Alright folks, you're looking at the daily chart and the data I have is to 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on January the 19th. Last time when we looked at Bitcoin was on the 7th. That when Bitcoin was struggling, trying to stay above this 10 days moving average. And I had indicated that if Bitcoin were to break down and close below the 10 days moving average, and that's exactly what Bitcoin did, then we would run into the risk of the price continuing to trend lower. And there would be a high possibility that Bitcoin would retrace and retest this low again. And that is very much what's happening right now. However, the good news is there is a strong indication that we are almost near the bottom for this temporary retracement, because the formations of the candles over the past couple of days, these long-legged candles, indicates that buyers are aggressively stepping in to prevent the price from breaking down. Furthermore, looking at the stochastic oscillator, a crossover where the blue signal line just cross over and lead the red line. A very good sign. Alright, let's take a look at Bitcoin on this hourly chart to see if we can figure out how Bitcoin would likely trade within the next 48 hours. So last time when we looked at Bitcoin was right around this area. That's when Bitcoin just broke down of this symmetrical triangle. It was trying to hold on to this support trend line, but finally broke down. Then the price continued to trend lower. But the good sign is early during the day, seller drove the price down. But near the end of the day, buyers stepped in, pushed the price up to prevent the price from breaking down further. Same thing is happening right now. Early today, we saw seller drove the price down, and now buyer are stepping in and they're pushing the price up. So this is definitely a very good sign. Another thing is, as part of this new retracement, Bitcoin is also forming what I call is a falling wedge. Let's just draw that. We have the price trending down, connect this, that gives us this falling wedge. The apex is right at around this level, which is around 40,500. So the worst case scenario that I see would happen is for the price to continue to zigzag like this until it reaches the apex before it bounces up. Like I said before, I don't believe that Bitcoin would break down and drop below this prior low again. To me, that will not happen. So this is probably the worst case scenario for me, is for Bitcoin to continue to zigzag like that and then eventually break out. So this would take some time. But given the fact that right now we are beginning to see buyers step in, there is very strong buying support. I think that within the next 48 hours, we could potentially see Bitcoin break out of this falling wedge. And the target for the breakout would take it roughly to about this point, which is around I would say almost like 44,000. But the first major resistance would be right at around the 42.7. That would also be where the 10 days moving average is. So I would expect a lot of selling pressure at this point. In summary, I believe that Bitcoin is getting very close to hitting bottom. We could potentially see one more loop like this where it could retest the support of this falling wedge at around 41,000, but I expect it to bounce up and then cross over the resistance of the wedge and then run up and retest the 10 days moving average. Go back to the daily chart. So the forecast is this: short term, still raining but tapering off, but it should be nice and sunny by next week. And reward me with a like if you appreciate the content that I'm presenting. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and subscribe, and make sure you turn notification on. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me at Vietmaxim, because I provide constant update on all of our favorite cryptos.